Okay, for practice 2, we are thinking of a box. So think of, literally a shoe box, which is what we call a rectangular prism. So a rectangular prism for number 2. I'm going to move number 2. I'm going to do my work down here. Separate this out. So think of a shoe box that looks like that, okay, where you have your length and your width and then your height. So for part A, it says write the equation to solve for the volume of a shoebox. So for part A, that is volume is length times width times height. So what we say then is in geometry that the base of this box, the length, the width, and height, okay, that is the area of the base, okay? And then whatever that is, we take it times the height of the, this is called a prism, to get the total volume, something that a space that it occupies. So on letter A, there's your formula. Letter B says if the area of the base is 112 and the height is 3.5, what is the volume? So I'm going to use that now for letter B to plug in my info. Now, they told you the area of the base was 112 square inches. So that is going to represent that length and the width, because as I said on part A, that is representing the area of the base. So 112 times the height of the prism, which is 3.5. So then go to your calculator and calculate 112 times 3.5. The volume of this prism is 392. Volume is cubic units. Area is squared and distance is 1 unit. So this is what we call cubic units. In this case, cubic inches. Excuse me. For part C, rewrite that equation to solve for W. So we're going to take our equation now and get W by itself. And as I always asking myself that question, what is happening to that W? It's being multiplied by L and it's being multiplied by H. So to get L and H to the other side, I'm going to do division. L's cancel, H's cancel, and now you're left with W. And there is my width. The width is the volume divided by the length and the height. Now on part D, the box has a volume of 456, a length of 1, and a height of 4. Calculate me the width, determine the width. So we're going to take that formula now that we just rearranged, where the W is the volume divided by the length and the height. They told you the volume was 456, that the length was 1, and the height was 4. So do your order of operations. We know 1 times 4 is 4. And then go ahead and divide. 456 divided by 4 gives me 114. Hold on. So I did a mistake on this. It's not 1, because that did not make sense for a shoebox here. So I was about to say 112, but I'm like, that seems weird for the width of a shoebox. As I go back and read more carefully, and this is an easy mistake to do, this is feet, this is inches. I need to be in the same units. So we know that 1 foot makes up 12 inches. So I need to actually replace that 1 foot in the problem as 12, because the other 2 units are in inches. So 12 times 4 is giving me 48. And let's try this again. 456 divided by 48 gives me 9.5 inches. That seems to make more sense. So do a logic check. If you were about to tell me the width of a shoebox is 112 inches, that just seemed kind of odd. That's where I caught my mistake. So watch to make sure that those units